Can't never trust no man. Niggas that say he love you, then turn around and stay.
I don't want that. On the table.
Alright, today's video is sponsored by Blue.
It's not sponsored by Blue Moon.
We're not gonna come up with no topics
We just gotta
until
disclose shit like that. Huh?
We're not gonna come up with no topics until it's rolling. Bam. On the spot. All improv.
Man,
This been low key
damn.
tastes like root beer, but like
It don't taste nothing like
No,
that.
No, I'm saying like when you inhale it, like the first like before it touch your tongue, it's like root beer, and then when that bitch hits you, like oh no, that's beer.
You're inhaling it?
Like when you about to,
I mean, shit.
I know what you're talking about.
you taste it too.
But I don't agree. No, I don't think it tastes like root beer. It's just fishy.
I don't agree.
I see what you're saying, but you're wrong. What is that?
I didn't know you watched it. Too.
Is that an alcoholic popsicle?
Yes.
Which one is
Why are
this?
you pouring so much in there? 2 shots of vodka.
Is it on the spoon?
You just poured a whole lot in there. Is what I'm
All
just
this
saying.
season?
Bro!
I didn't watch it.
No. I said, please stop.
What you want to I went back to a country roll?
I did that today.
For real?
I have Crunchyroll Premium if y'all want to use that shit.
Oh, that's all you had to say.
Less.
That's all you had to say.
That's no ass too.
No ads, right? I pay like $6 a month for it. I think it's worth it because I read manga on there too.
I know it's a show. I might fucking
You could have. Oh, that's good timing right there, bro.
Bro, what that thing kept going.
Like it's a turntable or something.
What an awful time to. Never mind. I'm about to reverse the lyrics, but then I was like, wait, nigga looking good anyway, so why do that nigga? Right. These bitches low-key hard.
Like,
they got some. Wait. They are like we guys, huh?
Yeah, them bitches low-key hard.
I fuck with the Fear guys. I want the beige one.
Yeah, the animation.
This look like a Starburst.
Would you Joce that?
Would I wear a Starburst on my foot?
Yes! Because you would definitely eat that when you get to the point, you know, no return.
I wear a Starburst on my foot.
Damn, it's like exactly.
I just restarted whenever. I'll clip it when I say so.
Nah, don't clip it.
Alright, then we won't.
Yeah, don't clip it.
Then we won't.
Like watching.
No, like,
JoJo's.
No.
like,
Man, what's that, man? We back at it again with Joce Central.
Wait. Hey, y'all all in the mic with it. Hold on. We're gonna have to have you do that again. Yeah, we started. In 3, 2, 1.
Hey, what's up, man? We back at it again with Joce Central.
Alright, shit, I ain't gonna soundboard yet.
Yeah.
Let's do the applause.
bunch of kids in the background.
Yeah, bro. Shit, what we talking about today? Wait, what episode we on?
We're on episode 14. God,
Episode
man.
14, you already know what it
Yeah, we
is.
about to be over
Joce
15 minutes.
Central.
Then what's after that?
27.
16. Bro, y'all wanna play that? You wanna play that song?
What?
That song, that's the
1, 2,
count
3,
song?
4. Yeah, hey, that's what
1, 2,
we should
3, 4,
start
5,
with.
6, 7.
He runs that.
Alright, yeah, we gonna run that song.
Oh, the dude that was singing?
Yeah, bro.
24, 20,
Yeah.
21, 22.
Nah, I'm about to
Oh,
you ain't seen
hey, you
it.
say you want to open? For
You
that?
ain't seen it.
Chill out, bro. You want to start texting?
You ain't even seen it.
You want to copyright that one?
Bruh, you copyrighted and not say shit, and then every time we say it,
Every time we say it,
that's a check. Yeah.
give me $1 for that.
Ah, give me a rack for that. I ain't never gonna say that again. Bet that.
8, 9, 10,
11, 12,
15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, yeah.
In the middle of the woods with it. Why did he count the 28? I'm not about to put copyrighted music on.
Hey, that 28 hit him different. Son.
Why he count the 28 in the middle of the woods, bro? What is he doing? Son, okay, and then
They got
somebody.
different versions of it, like 60 through 65.
No, bro.
Gotta set it up.
Come on.
Fireworks? That's your idea? Go! I'm talking about any damn hookah. But I am on the street neighbors that I don't like around here. I put it right by the front door. Send the video.
Oh, you like it? Yes. You in the camera?
Yeah, we started the podcast. You want? You can pull it. You can pull the chair up or the chair. And you gotta be on the other side of Jonathan, in between Jared and Jonathan. And y'all be mindful of the mic, y'all. You do that one.
Right in the middle. Alright, so it's 2 shots now.
You said put Malcolm in the middle? Oh,
Yeah.
Oh damn! Look what it did.
Oh shit.
Can the fuck it up, hey. Oh, dude, it's not gonna be at the.
I'm not hitting none of that. No, sir.
Yes, sir.
Negative. Negative.
All right. Y'all heard the video. Y'all heard the video I've been playing every day for the past week.
I'm not gonna look how much you pour in there. You just gotta do something.
Hey, everybody got a drink?
Do you?
Everybody got a drink.
Yes.
Everybody got a drink?
Yes.
You can
Nah.
look. You can pour that much. Hey, I'm not gonna look.
Hey, we're gonna open up the podcast with a game, and it's gonna be a drinking game.
Okay.
So
Moody's back.
no, just like whatever drink you got, drink
All right.
that. If you doing shots, then
Hey, don't lose the game.
you're the only one that ain't
buddy.
gotta drive home, Kenny.
Huh?
You're on
You're
your
the only
own.
one that don't gotta drive home, so you might as well just do the shots. You know what I
You about to turn everybody up.
I forgot. We don't need
mean? And
to
we
give
gotta
no-
drive
no
an
extras,
hour,
no
bro. He
lunch.
gotta go to where you gotta go? Baton Rouge?
That's 20 minutes.
Oh, never mind.
That's right.
We gotta go an hour.
But y'all gotta go an hour. I gotta-
Okay. Yes, sir.
I put down the
You driving too?
What's the question?
You driving? So you can take a shot.
I'll take a shot for your birthday. I got you, bro.
Hope everybody doing all right out there. We're gonna start it off
bro.
with a freaking drinking game, okay?
Yeah, we
Since-
good. Drinking.
Since our podcast is mainly centered around
Take it right now.
You know.
current
the whole thing
events.
No,
Hey guys. It's podcast time.
Little.
Yeah, a little bit. All right. But y'all got it situated over there? Y'all good? Everybody got a drink?
Yes.
All right, so we do current events, but right now I'm gonna do a true or false game. I'm gonna tell y'all a news article, and I'm gonna and y'all gotta tell me if it's true or false. Okay? If it really happened, if it's a real article, true. If it didn't, false. If you're wrong, you drink. Simple as that. All right.
That'd be easy for me. Understand?
Okay,
We're
okay.
All right. We're gonna start off with this one. Okay, so this happened in Cleveland. 3,500 people actually. They were able to get 3,500 people to sign a petition to replace the statue of Christopher Columbus with Chef Boyardee. Now save your answer. I'm gonna go ahead and ask, and I'm gonna remember y'all answers. Not everybody shouted at once. Is everybody ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
True.
False.
True.
All right. The two guys who said false, drink that fucking beer.
What?
Look, and the goal is 5,000.
The goal was
The
5,000.
petition goal is 5,000, and it's still.
Statue boy.
Wait, why y'all wouldn't want that?
Boy, are these, bro?
That's the part that killed me. Like,
That's what didn't make sense to
it's
me.
like,
Bro, if they really have
They got 7 times the required amount.
Yeah.
That's just crazy.
bro, Chef Boy
or Diddy, that's what threw me off.
It don't matter.
Like,
Y'all
I know
sign
they don't
it?
got love.
I can send y'all the link. Do y'all want to sign?
No.
No?
Bruh, nobody
Not
had
with Chef Boy or
that.
Diddy,
No,
like,
they got it already, bro.
Yeah,
They got
like-
more than enough.
But what if they just fall short a little bit?
Bruh,
5,000 was the goal.
I'm
Yeah,
not gonna
they
have
only
no
had 3,500.
ravioli
That's still
man beat up.
1,500.
Exactly.
You have a ravioli as the face of your city, bro.
It's not a ravioli. It's the guy that make them.
That's even.
That's worse.
That makes no sense.
That's worse than having a ravioli. He's just trying not to be in. He's just being respectful. That's it. But whenever he gets back, we're gonna ask the next question.
Right there. Ain't gonna
Nah.
I'm glad you feel that way.
Just watch your levels and make sure it's here.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a little far away.
Am I picking up? You can turn the.
You're just a little
you
far
can
away
turn
from the mic.
volume up.
Damn. Elgin?
Hello? Hello?
Turn me.
Okay. No, you're good. Okay.
You can hear me good now?
Turn them up.
Nobody
Is that
can
it?
ever
Turn
hear
me
you
up
bad.
Jacob, you hear me?
Sound good?
Oh yeah, y'all good. Oh, now you too loud.
Nobody ever heard
Got
you
me?
bad, though.
Yeah, you
You always sounded good.
Alright.
Just make sure
Ain't
you
nobody
right.
heard bad to me.
Yeah.
All right.
Like that.
Next one.
What's the next one?
Do you want to read the next one?
Yeah.
Is the one right after it.
Oh my God.
But read!
So, there was a Samoan man who served 5 years past his sentence because no one told him that he was free.
First.
Cap. False.
What you think, Jared?
That's fucked up.
Everybody get theirs in their own head. Think of it. We already got yours because you just impulsive. All right, everybody good? All right. False.
I say it's true.
True.
False.
Johnny
You
and
say it was
Kirk drink.
false? Drink that motherfucking
Johnny
shit.
and Kirk drink.
Yo, your whole 5 years.
He
man.
spent 5 years in
That's
jail
cap,
because
bro.
nobody
That's
told him.
There's no way that could be possible. Nah.
Not drink, bro.
Because, bro, at some point they have to. They have to put somebody else in that cell, and they should know that nobody's supposed to.
Bro,
be
you think they kept this man locked up?
I understand that, bro, but it's still paperwork.
He's
That's
Samoan.
what you gotta realize.
Where at?
Who are gonna do that? They don't want to do the paperwork. They don't.
I mean,
They
it's
don't
like not white.
Investors.
Hey, y'all heard Jacob? That man said he's Samoan. He's not white.
Yeah.
I mean,
They
I
don't
think
care if he
that
locked
much.
up.
Guess what? The investors
That's still
still got to
the-
check
I don't
5
know.
motherfucking years for his ass to be locked up.
I take a sip.
That don't make sense to me though.
But
Yeah.
you wrong.
Nah, bro, 'cause niggas didn't work, bro. Niggas know when they
And the
get
judge
out.
say 2 years. Look, I'm
That
trying
nigga be waiting at the door and they know they getting out,
Hey,
bro.
look, all right.
Y'all ready for the next one? Who ready to drink?
You.
Alright.
He's
Okay. So,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
he captain.
So, allegedly, August Alsina also had relations with Gabrielle Union.
Negative. False. That one's definitely false. What else that one?
Bro, you don't even.
I mean, an entanglement.
Kirk doesn't even sit and think about nothing. He just.
That one's false.
But it's not even your turn to
I'm
answer.
off the
I'm gonna say false.
Everybody said false?
False, yeah.
Damn.
Damn.
Y'all good. Y'all don't got to drink.
No,
Y'all don't gotta drink, though.
Hey.
Hey, y'all should drink.
Honestly, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
If something like that happened, if
If all y'all get it right, you
if
got
2 out of 4 get it right,
You
then
should
we
be
gotta.
drinking anyway, just because.
Why?
Because they force
Why?
him not
Because
to
he's an
drink.
alcoholic.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it has to rebuttal back.
It's a
to
drinker's night.
Oh.
Alright, bro.
All right.
I'm trying to start conversation.
What else we got?
That's not good.
All right. Y'all ready for this one?
Shoot.
So, a coronavirus patient in the hospital.
True.
He know it's true.
That's
He suffered hours with an erection because of blood clots caused by the coronavirus.
Jared got mad. Niggas just blaming anything on coronavirus.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why? How you gonna say that? And you know what? It's probably true because they want to blame it on the coronavirus. You know what? I'm gonna say true.
I think you're right. Yeah, I would say true.
Yo, it's true.
Right. That's so stupid.
I'm gonna say false.
If you said false, drink that.
The
shit.
falses need to drink that shit.
Right. See,
That shit really
It's like, what the fuck, bro?
that brother, Dr. probably sat there and was like, he was smirking, like, yeah.
You definitely got the
Corona.
You just have no corona.
I should fall in because everything's
Corona.
They don't add into the dead cases and all that.
Damn it.
Right.
Oh,
God.
Red.
Bro, fuck Viagra. Just getting corona, bro.
Oh, you mixed yours.
Johnny, have you got one right yet? Yeah, you know.
I got 2 right.
Oh, you got 2 right?
Yeah.
Okay, because your drink kind of full. I thought you got a few. I thought you got a few wrong.
He do this whenever he's wrong.
Yeah, whenever you wrong, he was like, I'm wrong.
I'm wrong.
Yes, it is false. Damn, that was a lot. So, y'all don't want the coronavirus now?
What are you talking about?
Kurt got it.
It'll make you last hours.
Kurt got it.
I'm straight on that.
Coronavirus is the new Viagra, bro. Get on.
No,
Y'all boys tweaked out. Niggas dying from Viagra then?
So you understand? He wrecks penises
Nah, I don't
everywhere
need that,
now.
man. No problems
That's
here.
weird.
That was,
That's
bro.
No problems
I was
here.
for
I don't
sure
need
wearing
that.
masks everywhere I went.
Yes, like, if that was the cause, like that,
So my dick don't
they should promote that as the cause of the coronavirus. Like, or like,
And I should
Erections.
have him because, like,
I would definitely wear a mask everywhere if that was the case.
Everything.
Hey, I broke my toe at the plant. Oh, you got coronavirus.
Yeah.
Bro,
No, yeah. They
So is that a symptom now?
But it's a real. It's. I don't know if. I don't know if it technically is because of his corona, but that's what the article says. That's what the doctors say. So whether you believe them or not, it's a true story.
Yeah.
We can't look. You can't disagree because they're doctors. But like,
No, we can.
Nah,
But,
low-key,
that's how
like-
I just broke my toe. Oh, you got corona. That's basically what they doing. Now.
Yeah.
Everything. So I should have.
They incentivize corona.
But I was trying to.
Yeah, because they get funded from the government
Yeah,
every
they
case
get checks every time they say.
Hey, what?
And that's why they say
Exactly.
because people are like, oh, I'm not gonna argue with a doctor,
Right.
so they
Yeah.
just do that to get money.
Exactly.
All right, new article. Okay, so there was a man who robbed a car. He stole somebody's car, took it on the road, and crashed into a woman who also stole a separate car, and they both got arrested and went to jail.
that's true. That's true. I think that's true.
That's hilarious, actually.
Completely separate
I really
events.
think that's true.
Yeah, I think that's true.
That's funny, regardless if it happened or not.
Regardless if it's real or fake, that shit's funny.
I'm just happy you said that. That shit is funny.
Well,
Man, what are the odds of that happening?
It's
But
like,
that's like gotta be less than.
and they go first answering, like, so they make the odds just go.
Because what's the chances of even getting in an accident, and then what's the chances of
I'm
you
gonna-
both stealing a
Hey, we
car?
go 50, you know.
So, I got both driving reckless.
Like that's a permeation, son.
What was
And
that?
look, them two going true, we gonna go false so bad.
Y'all going false? Y'all too?
I'm going false.
I'm going
Y'all
false.
too true.
wait, no, I was saying false.
So you think it's
I'm gonna
false?
say true.
You said true at first.
Yeah, but then
What
it
you
was,
think?
Like, changed my mind.
True or false?
Because I thought about like, there's
Well, if you said false, drink.
Oh, yeah.
True. Talking about what I'm gonna say. I never solidified my answer. You gave it out before I said it.
You're the only one. You're the only one.
If you're on the fence, you're
Bro.
false.
Kurt is the only one that said
Tell me what side of the fence I'm on.
Kurt, you don't never want to.
other side.
So
I could
it,
do that.
He don't.
so that shit was true.
He don't never want to answer us. He just sit there and argue what the fuck it is what I
It's
said.
okay, Kurt. You know what you meant.
I mean, the odds of it happening are low, but if it happens, they're gonna make an article about it. So, like,
Yeah,
My man.
but
Yeah, so
you know,
nobody-
Jared's the only one that got it right. So
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
You drunk?
What did y'all think it was like?
That was quick, bro.
Yeah.
What did y'all think it was
You
like
sure you
whenever they both stepped out of the car to talk to each other and exchange
Hey, you got insurance?
Bro.
Nah, I stole this car, bro.
What are you talking about?
Hey, you got
You trying to
insurance?
dip? You trying
Like,
to
both like that,
dip?
like, fuck,
Did you think one of them-
escape this
Bro, I would have just
Imagine y'all ran out the car and
What
run
they
away
go
from the
down
scene.
at the same time?
I would think they spoke. They both had to just get out.
They like, whose fault is it?
Man,
It's both our
Hey,
fault.
They're probably mad for a little bit, but like, they gotta go. Both of them gotta
You stole shit? Yeah, I stole. Oh shit, I stole mine too, man. You keep going the way you going, I'm going this way.
All right, I'm gonna catch you. Be cool.
Yeah. Hey, matter of fact, hold on. Get my number so we can just. Hey, next time.
Yeah, next time we just ride together.
We could carpool.
Yeah,
Next time, nigga said next time we can carpool.
So rob
Next
people
time we
together.
rob cars, let's car.
They look like Kristen Nicole Begu and Randy Lee Cooper in Newburgh. Oh, what is
Sounds like rich white people.
yeah, that's a movie star name.
It was in Oregon.
Robbie.
I don't even know who the fuck that is, so.
No, I mean they're not like famous or anything.
That name sounds.
But I'm just proving to y'all that
You
they
said
exist.
Randy Cooper?
Randy Lee Cooper, yeah.
Randy Lee Cooper and
Was like an actor. And freaking Kristen Nicole Begu.
who? Kristen Nicole, Big U.
Yeah, Big U.
Big U? Big me?
Nah, Big U.
Hey,
Kristen is-
you get that from?
Was it?
It was a Buick. There was a one of them was a Buick,
Not frozen.
and they had intoxicants in their system.
You want one?
Low key.
You only got a few. So if you get one, nobody else can have one.
What's low around here?
That sounds like a beautiful idea.
What does?
Not frozen.
That's what I'm saying. You want it?
Is it cold?
It's straight.
Huh? I'm about to go home, man.
What time you gotta leave? 9?
Tomorrow, 15 minutes.
About
You caught
15
that
minutes.
bitch.
We almost done the segment.
But the punish it?
Can't take him
No, who
nowhere.
ran that, son? Nobody should ever do that ever in their life ever again. If you do, we probably gonna see you.
Oh my god.
All right. What else we got? Let me make sure we.
That boy drunk as hell, slamming dog.
Nah, he was throwing a cigarette down there before we came up. Yeah, he was throwing the hell out of a cigarette.
What he was saying? What he was saying when he was smoking it?
Y'all go my
Y'all
house.
go my oldest?
We gonna go over there and the cigarette.
They said having a party?
Hey, look, so we gonna go on throwing the cigarette. So last night he was at the pool, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like the fella sitting around. He come up and say, "God damn, Molly made me wet." What the fuck, bro? What?
Wait, huh?
Like, hold on.
What are you talking
Who
about?
said that?
Molly the
Yeah.
person or Molly the drug?
It was a dog. Molly's a dog, but he said Molly got me wet. I'm like, yo, don't say that around a bunch of like, what? No, you can't do that.
Wait, did he get splashed by the dog?
The dog way over here. He at the motherfucking pool, so it ain't no dog. So it's just like we at the pool. We don't see no
So he
dog.
just wanted to let you know he was wet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically like.
That's not
Well, Kenny, I'm wet.
No, I say no.
You
Can't help him out.
You ain't tell him nothing.
Yes, I did. I was like, no, you can't do that, man. What are you? Matter of fact, just say you pissed on yourself. It would have sounded better. Like, hey, man, I pissed on myself. Okay, well, fuck you.
Molly
drunk.
made me piss on myself.
Yeah, no, yeah, you know something.
But what was the story
He
though?
said,
But
Like,
no, he was like, yo.
what was the real story?
He
Like,
was like, yo, I'm wet. From Molly, like. And it's a bunch of dudes.
what
though,
was
like,
he talking about? Was he talking about the dog or was
The
he talking
dog
about
actually
the
got him wet, but it's about a bunch of dudes. Like how he said.
So like nobody else knew the dog name was Molly,
Yeah,
but him.
yeah.
You gotta put some context in there.
Yeah, he got.
Maybe-
It's like how he
He just
was
said that the
rolling
dog.
cigarettes, so
The
it's
dog
like,
wet me.
Yeah,
like,
that's
yeah,
the-
something
That's
like
just-
something about to a bunch of dudes.
He was throwing a
that's a
cigarette.
little.
Yeah, like-
Oh no.
But he was.
He was
I'm
throwing-
wet.
His
then
neck.
you
He was
pause.
throwing the cigarette
Then
while he
that's
was
the
wet
catch.
off
He
the Molly.
paused.
That's the
I'm
story.
wet. Then pause. Oh, Molly got me wet. Oh no, bro, you tripping?
That's what everybody
Hey,
did.
if we being honest, we all been wet off Molly.
I ain't never
I
had
never
that.
tried Molly.
Never tried it, sir.
I like when somebody when you try to act like everybody did the same thing.
Never tried it.
Come on, if we're all gonna fess up, yeah.
Never.
It's
If
just
everybody just wants to be honest.
No, I mean.
Still throw everybody in the
never tried it.
So y'all live with that. Jared.
No. Hey, keep going.
Hey,
Keep naming off.
Jacob, remember?
No.
Remember that time we got wet off my.
Keep going.
Go for it. Move forward. What's next?
Bruh.
Any more
So,
articles?
so tell me why. I got one more.
All right.
I got one more. So the president of the police union of San Antonio, he said that goddamn is more offensive than the N-word.
Bullshit.
True. Definitely true.
Oh,
He's a-
well,
he's a white guy. It's a white
I'm
guy.
gonna go with him.
It's a white.
I'm gonna
It's a
say
white guy.
true, but the real answer out there.
So who's saying true?
I'm saying it true.
I'm saying true.
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 True. It's false. But I'm not gonna make y'all drink because it's a trick question. He said it's just as offensive as the N-word. He
That's how
said it's
people
the
be
same
thinking,
thing. He said goddamn is the same thing.
Tweaking.
Like, you bugging out. So.
Is that a fair assessment of the N-word?
Y'all think so? Y'all agree?
No, you remember I just said bullshit.
Do
But you knew he said it though.
you think? Watch the camera, Kenny. Just make sure you watch the
He said,
camera. I'm just letting you know. I'm just saying,
You on his
watch the
level
camera.
now.
I'm just I don't know if you in front of it. I'm just saying,
You
watch it.
always be running from it when you
You gotta
realize.
run, bro. The camera not gonna get
Like
that.
that 0.1 second that he moved fast is save on that.
Yeah, there we go.
Let me get my ass back over here.
You got some scissors?
Scissors?
Scissors.
Let me just.
What you trying to do?
Open it.
I was gonna cut the
Whoa.
part out that I had already.
Oh.
Jared said out of there.
Fuck it.
Out of there?
You're out of it?
Nah, it's more like
That's more accurate.
proceed.
Yeah, y'all are gross. Y'all are gross. How y'all feel about Drake's new songs?
I ain't heard it yet.
I ain't
I
either.
Accurate either.
All right,
You know he
just
had a new
played
song.
He just played them, bro. Them bitches going crazy.
Man, I've been gone for
all right, that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play the songs for y'all.
It's like two like. It's not even snippets. It's like full drops or like leaks.
No, they're,
What you talking about?
It's
son?
him
They
and
don't
DJ
have
Khaled.
no music.
No, he was saying like I've been gone down this. However long I've been gone, I ain't heard
You ain't
shit.
hear him? You ain't seen him?
No. When I heard it,
just
was
not getting
leaked.
back from
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't know he dropped it for
God,
real.
man,
Oh, yeah,
you
they
been
are.
for a long ass time.
Exactly.
It's,
They on.
it's
They
two
on.
How long you was
songs.
on vacation for? Like a month and a half?
Damn there.
Y'all want him? Y'all want to play him? Play him.
Well, after
Two songs dropped with DJ Khaled.
It's on DJ Khaled.
At this point, you could never
you
say
linked up with Khaled? Okay.
They're not leaks. They're just singles
Why?
with Khaled.
He said that he
I don't want it to be a leak.
Oh, link.
Because he just released the whole
I thought he
album
said
full of
leaked
leaks.
up.
Oh yeah, thanks. Because he was like, "Shit, y'all not heard already."
Right. Let me just go ahead and let y'all have them. Let y'all heard them all. And
All right,
number
so-
one on Billboard.
What I'm gonna do for the audience, because I cannot play copyrighted music, I'm gonna play one of our songs for the audience. Meanwhile, we're gonna listen to the new Drake album, not album, fucking two singles. First one, Pop Star. Second one, Grease.
Hey, Big Rex is also on.
Yeah.
29.
Yeah.
Look, yeah, 2K. Look, yeah, 2K. Look, yeah. 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 Big Rex,
Give me 100, I flip that. Gotta work on my frame, I'm a gym rat. Niggas think that I'm soft, let me spin back. Knock them off on the stream, you can clip that. Had to cut off the thotties cause they paparazzi and wonder why I keep my distance. I hop in the Mozzie and head to the party, everybody, they pay me, they respect. Had to stay to myself, niggas hated it, so they decided to call me a reject. See my niggas in motion like jet sweep. Only thing that I'm counting is blue cheese. Glizzy stuck to my hip, guess we Siamese. Level up in the streets, I got my degree. Don't compare you or not in my pedigree. Promise you won't get the best of me. I'll be the best till I die. But for now, I run my money up. Try to play me, I'm sorry you out of luck. I be covered in ice, niggas already know when I pull up, cause I change the temperature. Had to learn to keep cool, man, they don't understand that a nigga like me really dangerous. Yeah, you know that I'm rocking with number the gang. It's our time, ain't nobody taming us. 2K is hot, boy, he flaming up. Sliding on bricks look like hockey puck. Boy, you mighty, but nigga, you been a duck. Think you better than me, bitch, you runner up. I was in construction before Tonka truck. Now I pull up, hop out of the Lambo truck. Yeah, 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 yeah. 2K, yeah, 2K, yeah, 2K. Wasted, baby girl, let's go get wasted. Hop up on a jet, let's take a day trip to Vegas. Go ahead, tell me what you thinking. Wasted, you got me stuck up in the matrix. It's crazy, just want your love because I'm aching. GTA girl, now I'm wasted. Hold up, give me a second to roll up. You've been playing me, this ain't no game, so I'm sorry to tell you it's over. Might have got me before, but I'm older. I got a chip on my shoulder, and that bitch big as a boulder. Put 4 grams in the leaf, not the clover. That's the only way I'ma feel sober. Think it's best that I keep my composure. I've been smashing my ass like controller. I expanded my range in a rover. Everywhere that I go, they gon' show love. Pop me a bottle and pull up. I cannot handle this vacancy. Look, she stung me like Bumblebee, dancing like Billie Jean, putting dick in a spleen. I gave you everything, treated you like a queen, showed you the finer things. I even gave you a diamond ring. Wanna thank you for all of the memories. Crazy to think you desired me. You fucked me up and I hated it, but I think for your love now I'm wasted. Wasted, baby girl, let's go get wasted. Hop up on a jet, let's take a day trip to Vegas. Go ahead, tell me what you thinking. Wasted, you got me stuck up in the matrix. It's crazy, just want your love because I'm aching. GTA girl, now I'm wasted. Wasted, it's crazy. I think about you on a daily. My baby, wondering if you gon' save me. Without you here, my heart is vacant. Can't explain it. I'm so tired of being patient. I'm wasted. Hop up on a jet, let's take a day trip to Vegas. Go ahead, tell me what you thinking. Wasted, you got me stuck up in the matrix. It's crazy, just want your love because I'm aching. GTA girl, now I'm wasted. Let's go. Let's go. I'm not in the rock, but bitch, I keep some heavy metal. Niggas like they cap a lot, I got some scores to settle. You can only pray that one day you'll be on my level. Hey, let's go. Yeah, let's go. Talking all that shit, so what you tryna be my friend for? Niggas tryna diss me, but they dancing with the devil. Up the trunk, then I up the pump, and then you down for. Hey now, what you gotta say now? I make money every day now. I took the safe route, I had to make a way out. I make so much that I had to build a safe house. I changed my mental, pulled up in the foreign and it's not a rental. Pop 'em like a pimple. Got his bitch, she gave me backing out all on the dimples. If I knock you off, It's not coincidental. Niggas carry too much info, they tell it kinfolk. So I only tell them parts, something like a demo. Ass fatter than a hippo. I move at a different speed, so I had to change the tempo. Niggas know my memo. Saw the way that ass was bouncing, so I had to dribble. Let's go. Let's go. I'm not in the rock, but bitch, I keep some heavy metal. Niggas like to cap a lot, I got some scores to settle. You can only pray that one day you'll be on my level. Hey, let's go. Yeah, let's go. Talking all that shit, so what you tryna be my friend for? Niggas tryna test me, but they dancing with the devil. Up the trunk, then I up the pump, and then you done for. Let's get active. Bitch, I'm the captain. Empty the clip, got him tap dancing. Leave a nigga ball like an eagle, have him running faster than Deshaun Jackson. I'm never lacking. Niggas playing all these roles. You can stop acting. If you stacked up to me, you probably only be a fraction. Put in overtime, so my money add, now subtracting. I've been walking on the moon, something similar to Michael Jackson. Here's a thriller, bitch, I'm a killer. Got him choking under pressure, nigga Reggie Miller. I'm a monster, rise up out the water, feel like Godzilla. About to go and crush the metro, so let's go, let's go. Let's go. I'm not in the rock, but bitch, I keep some heavy metal. Niggas like to cap a lot, I got some scores to settle. You can only pray that one day you'll be on my level. Let's go. Let's go. Ran for.
Hey.
Bitch, you dancing with the devil.
Anyway,
How y'all feel about that?
well, first off, to the audience, how y'all feel about that? I just played some shit from Kurt.
Some
you know,
K's.
I'm gonna put the link. I'm gonna put the link in the description. Y'all
I'm
gonna know exactly where
we
to
gonna put the
go.
link in the description.
But we just listened to "Grease" by Drake and DJ Khaled, and we also listened to "Pop Star" by Drake and DJ Khaled, and we about to react to it firsthand.
Hit the gas.
I think they cool.
Yeah,
They work for me.
I think I like the delivery in Popstar a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Which part?
Who y'all
like
think
the delivery on the hook.
I'm a pop star.
Yeah, that part right there.
Y'all just love that song.
I'm a block you.
Yeah, bro. That shit out, man.
Just calling my phone. I'm gonna block you.
Like what? Cabs won't call.
Come on, you give me your number.
But yeah, I mean, dude, but fuck, man. Like when new music comes out, I always want to like be like, oh, that'd be hard here. That'd be awesome to listen to that over there. But like, we can't go nowhere. We can't go to no clubs and no bars. I really don't understand why artists are even putting out music.
Ooh.
You tripping.
This is low key the perfect time to put out some
No one
music.
why you putting on music.
Because people ain't got nothing else to do.
Yeah, I'm wrong.
So what they gonna do? Turn their speakers on, cut the volume up, and listen to anything that's new and pop.
By yourself.
210%.
True.
Listen to it by
Damn.
yourself.
Yeah, 210%.
So yeah, niggas still turning up, just not at the club.
Drinking sales went up 210%.
Right.
What's-
Look
what's
at us.
sales?
We up in here listening to it.
What kind of sales?
Drinking
Drinking.
alcohol.
Alcohol.
Oh yeah, 200%.
210%.
What about drug abuse? We don't even know about that.
Oh, yeah. They gonna let you know.
We don't have data.
They don't got the stats on that. Niggas just go outside and do that.
Yeah, I don't think we know what the stock price for crack is right now.
Okay.
But the Grease record, that's the one I fuck with.
Yeah.
Man,
I think when
Look.
It's alright. It was mid.
it wasn't mid.
It was good. It was good.
I feel like Drake enjoys doing that style of music more than anything. Whenever he can get on a track and sing,
I just thought that was Justin Bieber.
you know what I mean. Whenever he can get on a track and sing, bro.
Get on the second sing.
Why he did that?
I ain't going speed past that.
I mean, it was a speed bump.
Okay.
But yeah, once he get on the second sing, it's over.
He like doing that, son. He likes singing. Don't know why, but he likes singing.
Because he's Drake. And that's where he came from. That's the first thing he started
Because of
doing.
light skin.
That's when we fell in love with Drake.
I don't-
That's when people fell in
I
love
don't
with
think
Drake.
a lot of people get
When
away
he
with the
dropped
way
Take
they
Care, when he dropped fucking nothing was the same when he was really singing on the beat, talking about how much he loved all his fucking exes. Oh, everybody love that shit.
Yeah.
When the Weeknd was writing this shit, they loved him.
Do it again. Do
But-
it again.
What artist do y'all think that Grease song sounded like the most?
How I go again?
Who?
It sounded like Justin Bieber.
I think he kind of sounded like The Weeknd a little
I
bit.
think he's something like it.
He sounded like somebody with a high pitched voice.
Like lyrical content wise, or like
No,
the way
like
it's
just
flow,
the way
like-
that because he doing some weird shit with his voice, man. He making it all high.
Yeah,
like,
because he was
Yeah.
making the song Playboy Cardi, right?
he what?
He was picking Playboy Cardi brain.
No,
That's why Playboy Cardi was on the last album.
Huh?
no.
He be jacking people's styles.
Oh, that's what you think?
Yes,
I
Drake
see
is
what
known
you're
for
doing.
jacking
So
styles.
you think he went and got Playboy Cardi of all people to go jack his style?
He implemented into his
you think-
own style.
He needed Playboy Cardi to be on his album so that he could copy him.
I
Yeah,
think
you
that
gotta
he
give him-
used
You
Playboy
don't think he
Cardi.
could just copy? You don't think he just copy him? by
No, he
listening
wanted to
his
make
music?
sure that it seemed like Playboy Cardi was cool with it. He, put him into the album. It's like they were working together. He was teaching them the flow. He was teaching them how to. He did.
I mean, he is
That's a lot of
he is
assumptions,
Cardi
though.
stan.
No, it's not an assumption. He does it all the time. Whenever he was on that
No, he's a
Caribbean
Cardi
vibe,
stan, so
he put
Cardi
WizKid
gotta
on his
step it up.
album on views.
Is that a bad
You
thing?
gotta step it up.
No, I don't have an
Yeah.
issue with it. It's
Yeah.
music.
Big time.
Everybody, that's how music go. People steal people's shit.
You gotta-
People use people's
hey.
shit.
Yeah.
It's music.
I think being open
Yeah,
about it is
like
pretty
Uber,
dope.
right?
Right.
Yeah, I think that's
he
shit.
don't.
Yeah, I put him on the song
Cardi.
too.
No, that's the shit I fuck with. Just be honest about
Matter
it.
of fact,
That
you
was-
might
that was
jump
really the
on
problem.
with Drake because Cardi need to step it up bad
You don't even know the son. He ain't even dropped the last album.
Cardi haven't,
because the shit keep getting leaked. That's inside.
Yeah, that's blowing me.
but Cardi
I-
haven't put out
Yeah.
anything trash.
No, he ain't trash. He just gotta step it up. He gotta get the
His
right
security?
circle around him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
But that's hard in the music business.
that's probably the hardest.
No,
Well,
it's hard. It's
I
hard in
think
any
linking with
business.
that dude will be a bigger stepping stone than what he got right now.
Dude, I don't think there's anybody you could meet, especially once you're already famous, that's gonna be genuinely just like about doing the right thing for you.
Unless he's Young Thug.
Yeah. Oh, Gucci.
Right.
Yeah,
Like if Cardi
Yeah,
drop
that'd
a
be
track
so
now and then throw a concert tomorrow, the fans will know the whole goddamn record.
Speaking of Young Thug,
Come on,
how
man.
you guys
It's-
feel
it's-
about
Oh.
the IGTV, the little interview that he had when he spoke on putting other people on and just being a genuine person in the rap game and not trying to see what it is to gain. You feel me? And just
You for real about that?
just be a positive influence to people, like more like a brother figure instead of like a manager. And like,
Yeah, he for real about that.
yeah.
how y'all? What's your thoughts on that?
He's for real about that.
That's the way it should be done.
I think that's
Yeah.
yeah, that's what artists
And he's
should
for
move
real
towards.
about that.
Yeah.
But what about the people that are that have like business and marketing degrees and shit like that, and they're only in the business to do business, and they're not really into all of that shit. So then they end up doing some things that are not like that. That are not like you're not just trying to hook someone up or be their friend or anything like that, because it's a business. At the end of the day, you're not
Yeah.
obligated
It's a
to be.
business,
But actually,
but you gotta know the business.
They're making it a business. Like that's the thing. Like what Thug is preaching, I feel like is more of a cultural shift. Like we look at it instead of looking at it as a business, just like as what it is, like just a rap game. Like it's a culture. It's more like a brotherhood. Like everyone's an artist. We're all speaking from the same like creative compass, So like.
Why are we competing?
Like, yeah, and, like-
why aren't we helping each
Like
other?
yeah, this competition thing and hiring these professionals in this other field to like make it about something else. I mean,
Like we can really do it ourselves, type shit.
exactly, yeah. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they go for any field.
honestly,
I think it's really
It's a
up-
cultural thing.
Yeah.
Like it's just a Western. Like everything just is made about money.
I just think we demonize a lot of people that are in the business just to do business, and instead of demonizing them and then pretending like it's all their fault, I think it's really up to the artist to know exactly who you're fucking with,
Mhm.
and to make sure that the people around you is really in your circle.
Yeah.
Like instead of like a character like Lear Cohen, like he don't have no allegiance to a single artist. He didn't grow up with a single artist. He's just a businessman. And if you do business with him, you should know that you're just doing business with him.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
You don't ask for favors or you don't get nothing like that, no matter how cool you think people are, because guess what?
Yeah.
Business is
Yeah,
also
business.
about being polite and cool, and you're not going to mistake that for a friendship, right? It's not really a friendship if you met because, you know, he hit you up because he heard your album and wanted to cut you a deal or something like that. You know, I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's just like,
Honestly, I feel like if you don't make music, produce music, or you're not in the creative process of making the music, why are you even getting a cut of any gain of that? You feel me?
Exactly.
Because like I feel like every time somebody got something creative or something that they bring to the table, there's always an outside person that's trying to like monetize it or like make it to where it's like something financial. You feel me? But like I understand that that's their way of making their ends meet, making their money.
Right.
At the end of the day, don't go for somebody else who is creating this from the ground up and you're just gonna get your cut because you're a marketing manager or some shit like that.
You went to college.
Like even when you die, like people they get money for your funeral. Like the cemetery get money when you get put in the ground. Like when you born, the doctors get money. All these other people get money, bro. Like they trying to monetize every piece of your life. Like
Exactly.
if you get a divorce, you can't get a divorce unless your property taxes are all clear. You can't get a divorce unless you are not in debt. Like shit like that. Like it's just every aspect of your life is under control by somebody outside of your life.
Yeah.
but that control, the amount of control that is up to other people and not you is just literally the amount of documents that you sign that say, yes, you can do this.
Mm-hmm.
And why do those documents exist?
Because somebody put it in front of your face and you didn't read it and you signed the shit out of it.
Yeah, like it's a dilemma because like
People need to be more educated.
Yeah,
But it's like it's everybody though, bro.
Every field.
A lot of artists get messed over.
It's pretty much everybody. Bro.
360s.
A lot of artists get messed over. They don't understand reading between the lines and understanding what's going on.
Like if we die right now, people gotta pay for that. It's not free to die.
Or check that.
oh
If you
yeah,
die
That's
right
crazy.
now,
That's
if
stupid.
you got the money, you leave your kids the check, they still gotta pay taxes on it when you die.
Exactly.
Like what the like what kind of shit is that? Like, goddamn.
It's like somebody always into the shit, bro. I wish the music game I wish anything that is creative, they wouldn't have people who are not creative trying to take from it.
Mm-hmm.
It just don't make sense to me.
Yeah. That's why everything's in house over here at Nineberg.
Oh yeah.
Wow,
Or you could be like Nineberg. Everybody should try to. Well, no, don't try to be like Nineberg. Be you,
Yeah,
but
there you go.
understand what Nineberg is doing. Nineberg is all about being together. We're all about positivity. We're all about love. We're all about friendship. We're all about a brotherhood. We're all about spreading a message and being the spoken word for the world, for the positive people in America, in Europe, what about Asia or China, or we can go to Antarctica, where they probably might not be no people, but there might be some people down there. We could Joce them too. Or Australia, down under. You know what? Hey, it's all for everybody, baby. We love you all. So, Nineberg, to the day we die.
There you go.
Fly or die, baby.
Hey.
Jokes are like
There it
that. Oh,
I gotta find out where I'm gonna put
wait,
that at. Fly or die.
wait.
Oh, hey, get that on me.
Wait,
Yeah.
they said Drake's bag looked like a Zoom meeting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Why he got so many
Yeah,
faces
who
on
are
him?
they?
Just like
Yeah,
randomly
yeah,
playing
everybody
these two, like I don't get it.
Pop basketball back there.
I think I saw me back there. What you doing? I mean, not more than he fucked with the rest of the. He got the whole population on his back, right?
It's like, yeah, I fuck with it.
Remember-
back there.
Remember when you would sign into the Me channel on your Wii, bro, and all that?
Me just
They all just looking at you.
he just got all of them on his back.
What you want to do? You want to play?
Another one,
You want to walk around?
bro. Kanye is on a tweet rant as we speak.
Bro,
right
Kanye
now.
tripping. What that? I don't know what that. His
What you talking
campaign
about?
down the drain already.
It was never like.
Yo, this is live, bro.
What did he say?
This is live.
Please
What
don't
the audience
About
go
that. All right. So where we gonna put this at? Hey, yo, this is live reaction. He's tweeting right now. Chris, Kriss. I don't know who that is.
That's
Oh,
Kris Jenner.
man, what?
That's Kim and them.
Kris Jenner.
Okay. I thought it was.
No, that was also a rap group though.
I thought it was just one. Chris Cross.
Oh wait.
No, KRS-One was a rap
He's
group.
not talking
No,
about
come
them,
on,
bro.
KRS.
No. But I don't think Kris Jenner is spelled with his 2 S's. I don't give a fuck. But he's probably talking about Chris.
Yeah, you're right. It's
Chris,
it's not
don't
Kris
play
Jenner.
with me.
So that's the original KRS-One?
It's just
Oh, well. I don't know.
Chris, don't play with me. You and that Kanye are not allowed around my children.
That's
Y'all tried to lock me up. Everybody knows the movie Get Out is about me. I put my life on the line for my children. That North's mother would never sell her sex rape. I think he meant to say sex tape.
Yeah, okay, that's a good
I
assumption.
hope this-
That sounds
Bro, he's not-
terrifying.
Oh my son. Okay,
You ain't never listened?
What do you think?
I put my life on my God.
Y'all
That-
listening?
Hey guys.
Y'all listening?
I put my life on my God
True.
that North's mom would never photograph her doing Playboy, and that's on God. I'm at the ranch. ... Come and get me. And then the next tweet literally is the word Drake with the thinking emoji. That shit. And then come and get me. Come and get me. ... This is the Exodus, like Pusha said. Next tweet on God. Next tweet. Shia is cap. Like Shia LaBeouf.
Somebody had to hack his account.
What did Shia say?
Shia is cap. Oh, he said he was capping when he said
Bro,
it, though.
somebody is son.
We ain't even done, bro.
Hey, listeners.
Kim tried to bring a doctor to lock me up with a doctor. Kim tried to bring a doctor to lock me up with a doctor. If I get locked up like Mandela, y'all will know why. Shia was supposed.
So he like
Oh,
Nelson Mandela now?
Shia was deposed. Shia was deposed to do the first Yeezy Gap shoot, and he never showed up. That just sounds petty.
Right.
And he's still tweeting right now. He's tweeting right now, son. Ann Winter always showed me love, but when I told her I was going to Gap, she looked at me like I was crazy. Then she called back, kissing my ass. Chris and Kim, call me now.
Whoa.
What's his homeboy?
He's not talking his. He can't hit his wife up.
Burger.
This nigga's on some
One they
other
got
shit.
Bro,
that.
niggas be wildin', bro. I tell you, you gotta do some of this president. Something wrong.
Do y'all think that's Kanye?
He need to call
Or
him.
do y'all think that's a clone?
Because he gone.
You think that's a clone, Kanye?
I think that's a clone Kanye.
Hey, Kanye, call Virgil, like, right now.
Kanye also just tweeted a
You need to call
screenshot.
your friend back.
Why Virgil?
Because he can help him a little bit.
No. Virgil got canceled already anyway, though.
I
They
don't
canceled
know.
Virgil.
But that don't mean Virgil can't
Everybody
still talk to him
canceled,
like a
bro.
man.
But he
Nobody
can
has to
really
do
help
it,
him. That's
Tony.
probably why he got
Yeah.
canceled.
Virgil don't need to do anything.
Wow,
Just
bro.
talk to him.
Virgil.
Just talk to Kanye.
Just because he's canceled don't mean he
I
can't hit
canceled
Kanye.
the thing.
But anyway, Kanye just posted a screenshot of one text message and an empty message with Kris Jenner. And I know we're talking about Kris Jenner because the shit say KJ. This is Ye. You ready to talk now?
Oh,
Or are
shit.
you still avoiding my calls?
Jesus.
And with no reply from Chris, we have just that message. I know nobody knows what the fuck's going on, but react, I guess? Shit.
Call Virgil.
I can tell you one thing. As a fellow Gemini, Kanye is not sick. He's not mentally
I don't think so.
disabled.
I
He's
don't
not
think so.
nothing's wrong with him
So this
mentally.
is for real?
He's just expressing himself the only way he knows how. And people are just acting like he's fucking unusual, but everybody knows how Kanye is, bro. At this point, you should know that he's just sporadic. He comes and he goes as he pleases.
Right.
He's about 14 different people. And you just gotta accept that. You feel me? Like I don't see nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
So what's going on?
I think that everybody's just reacting in their own way. Like
Yeah,
it's his life, honestly.
they want to label him as something
Put
like
it that end part, you know, it's his life.
they judging like every step of the way that he like everything that he does. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm a little more I'm a little worried about his relationship with his in-laws though. He said Chris and Kim called me, like he can't just hit these people up and they're not talking to him. I think this has a lot to do with his most recent outburst, whatever you want to call it, that speech that he did. You know which one I'm talking about, where he started crying and he was talking about abortion with his daughter and all of that. Basically, he had just for Jared and probably for people who don't know what I'm talking about. He spoke in front of a group of people. I don't know where it was. I don't know where he was. North Carolina, a rally in North Carolina, probably for the purpose of his election, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so he was speaking on the topic of abortion. To make a long story short, he went on an emotional rant about abortion and about how his father wanted to abort him, and he thanks his mother every single day for rejecting the abortion and deciding to go about with the birth of Kanye West because, you know, clearly without that decision he wouldn't exist.
Yeah.
And then he went on to say the same thing about whenever she was pregnant with North, that Kanye, I guess, wanted an abortion at first, at some point in the pregnancy. And Kim said no. And he was crying about the fact that he felt so bad about himself for wanting to abort his child. What everybody remembers was he was crying when he said, "I almost killed my daughter." Okay, so that whole rant happened. Some girl shouted at him. I fucking forgot what it was, but I think the speech ended and some girl was yelling at him, and then he said something back to her about, I don't even know who you are because your face is covered, and you know, because she had a mask on, whatever, and then walked off the stage. So all of that, I can see how his mask rhetoric, how he was talking to this girl and basically telling her that, like, ridiculing her for wearing a mask, it seemed like. I feel like politically, he cut a lot of ties by saying that with a lot of people that he knows. Maybe Kim, maybe Chris. Not sure if the mask thing was an issue with the in-laws. I think it probably had more to do with the talk about North and shit like that. But I don't know. Like, really, we don't know much at all.
Yeah.
And it seems like him on Twitter seems like more of a way to get to his ex. You know how people, well, not his ex, but you know, his wife or whoever. It doesn't really seem like these tweets are for us.
Right, exactly.
It doesn't really seem like it's
that's
for
why
us.
that's why we don't.
Get like your dirty laundry. Like, why let the world know?
Because why do we give a fuck?
I mean, we still don't know though. And like that's the thing. I feel like the way he's using it, he's not trying to talk to anyone but them. Like,
he's doing it to prove a point.
Like, he just
why
happens
do
to
we
have.
give a fuck about what's going on in his life so much to where we are so concerned about his mental health when he don't even give a fuck? He's just toying with us.
Because
he said it on multiple occasions how we're slaves. We react to everything that's going on in the world. We're reacting to his tweets the exact same way.
Exactly. And I think that's what, like, because the only way you can feel some type of way is if you act under the assumption that, oh, this has something to do with me, or like he's talking to me, oh, it's on my TL, like I gotta say something about it. But like those are meant for somebody. Like, you don't have any insight onto what he's saying, or like what the fuck is even going on.
Yeah, because if I were to do the same thing, it wouldn't get media attention.
Yeah,
if I was just like, "Hey, Brooke, fucking call me," blah blah, you know what I mean?
Right.
It would be a big fucking. It wouldn't be a big deal. And personally, if I were to tell you why I brought it up, I care about Kanye West. I look up to him as a person, as an artist, obviously. So this is a topic that's important to me. I want his family to stay together. All of that shit. And so this is an important topic to me. And I think the real issue that we have here is like so many people talk shit. Like they go on here and they make this out to be a manic episode from a fucking psychotic dude, blah blah blah, because they want a news story based off of. Cause let's be honest, we ain't got a whole lot of news stories outside of Corona and fucking police brutality and shit. And this is something new to talk about for everybody. And Kanye has always been the most loved person, but secretly probably the most loved person in America, but outside the most hated person in America. Because you don't really pay that much attention to somebody if you actually hate them, right? The media does not pay attention to somebody who they have no care for or worried about.
Because they can always get a story out of him. Yeah, everybody knows him.
They know everybody loves him.
And they probably used to love him. A lot of people that are ridiculing him stopped loving him over the course because, he was sporadic back then, like in college dropout graduation days, but it wasn't to this extent. Yeah, he's grown.
For me, it's
more
also
into
grown too, so it's gotten worse as far as people's mindset is also diminished as well. So
yeah,
I think every media outlet knows that everybody loves Kanye West, and that's why it's a perfect example of basically what the media does. Is they know that there's a conflict of interest there. You love someone, so we're gonna take his actions and turn it into a fucking shitstorm and tell you that your favorite artist is a crazy person. And to be fair, he doesn't try to keep it away from us. He shows us every flaw in his character. He shows us every sporadic part of him, which I appreciate. I wish more people were like that. I wish more people were not scared. I wish more people were not scared to be the ugliest parts of themselves in front of people.
Bro, because just think about it, bro. You got August Alsina, Jada, and them. That shit happened 4 years ago. If that was Kanye, we would have knew about it the day it happened.
Yeah.
He would have kept it a buck with us.
Yeah.
That's the only difference is that he's letting us know what's going on right now in his life, and they gonna keep it undercover because they don't want to be perceived as crazy or something different. If they would have just let everybody know they having an open relationship and this nigga's fucking her, they'll probably talk about it for a week and then it'd be over with. But now everybody making songs about it, niggas blowing up it's just a whole other situation though.
And I think that speaks to mostly people are worried about not showing certain parts of their life to the public, and usually your managers and the people around you would tell you that this is bad for the business, this is bad for your sales, this is bad for.
But nobody can tell Kanye shit because Kanye owns all of his shit.
But I think, but also. Even if they do even if they do tell Kanye is bad for his sales, even if they do tell Kanye is bad for his brand, they're wrong. Because every time that he's created a storm and become the enemy in the eyes of the country, he's become more famous. His sales have gone up. Yeah. He's done better over the years. I don't think there's ever been a time, and there's never been a time where he was less relevant than he was in the past.
Yeah.
He's always become more relevant every single time he does anything.
He's a perfect example of
evolution.
No, there's no such thing as bad publicity.
Yeah, he was a perfect example.
Yeah, because every single time it's just no matter if you did something good or bad, niggas talking about it.
But I'm never gonna stop listening to his music.
Bad publicity can be bad for you if you fall to it. And what I mean by that is
if you don't own it.
If you don't own it, that's what I mean to say. When the crowd tells you that you need to be canceled, and you say okay, then you lose and you become canceled. But if the crowd tells you need to be canceled and you say, oh, then fucking cancel me then. Let's see what happens. I'm going to keep making this shit. I'm going to keep doing what I do.
When he was like, slavery was a choice.
And he didn't
People
get
was
canceled.
trying to cancel him.
Yeah.
They was like, bro, you fucking stupid. He was like, bro, they had the option to jump off the ship or they can go into slavery. It was a choice. He gave his reason. People was like, they had to take it for what it was.
I mean,
If he's speaking, if you really being real,
I don't think they really could have.
that's not a false
jumped
statement
off
that he
the
made.
ship because they were shapping together. But I get what you were saying.
Right.
But
Or
I
they
don't
could
think
have
it was-
fought and got killed. Or like, it's just, he was just saying, if you really think about it, slavery was a choice. You can choose to be a slave or you can choose to free yourself.
And then
perfect example.
And he speaks in metaphors a lot as well.
Right.
Read the
exactly.
story.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say.
I think,
Read the story.
Because
I think a lot of slavery that he
yeah.
speaks of today is mental slavery and just the idea that you can't
and like
do certain
so
things.
take on this perspective. Say you've been going through like some mental health issues, and then you finally have a breakthrough, and you feel enlightened, and you get on Twitter and you say slavery was a choice. I was enslaved by my mind, so what I'm saying is slavery was a choice for me, like, and that's real, you know. And like, but a lot of people don't. A lot of people aren't willing to step and think about it.
I
Like
think
that, you know?
he drew the metaphor to physical slavery back in the day. It was more of a metaphor for that point in time, rather than talking about, you know, literally what's going on now.
Right.
I think more so he's talking about people in their idea, like what slavery means today, being under the influence of people telling you that you can't be something because of whatever.
Yeah.
And that's what he meant by slavery in that moment. We're gonna take a small intermission. I'll be right back. Hold up. That shit went off, huh?
Let's go. I'm not in the rock, but bitch, I keep some heavy metal. Niggas like they cap a lot, I got some schools to settle. You can only pray that one day you'll be on my level. Hey, let's go. Yeah, let's go. Talking all that shit, so what you tryna be my friend for? Niggas tryna test me, but they dancing with the devil. Pop the trunk, then I up the pump, and then you done for. Hey now, what you gotta say now? I make money every day now. I took the safe route, I had to make a way out. I make so much that I had to build a safe house. I changed my mental, build up in the fun, and it's not a rental. Pop 'em like a pimple. Got his bitch, she gave me backing out all on the dimples. If I knock you off, it's not coincidental. Niggas carry too much info, they tell they kinfo. So I only tell them parts, something like a demo. Ass fatter than a hippo. I move at a different speed, so I had to change the tempo. Niggas know my move. I was in this shit for life, you thought it was a game. Come on, you can't come on, tell it to heart. I'm on the road, that's the nuts, right on my goals. I'm on the start, man, me bitch in the past. See when I follow me home, you like how I stuck. I'm on the grind, you like Tony Hawk. Remember the game, we sound like a stuff. Yeah, I'm in the book with 2K. The bitch in the morning, she give me a hand, just like a motherfucking toupee. Thinking I'm out, wasting time with you. Feel like I wasted my time with you. I don't know what I even have to do. Feel like I wasted my time with you. Should've been cut you off.
God damn, I need to cut, boy.
Can't believe all the bullshit you put me through. All these lies that you tell, that shit is true. But you don't know that tell me what you mean. Sometimes I can't think about the days. But I'm not, baby, we not the same. I was in this shit for life, I thought it was a game.
This behind the scenes footage featuring Young Happy. I already know how we can get things done around here. Tell what your heart, I'm on the road.
I was trying to be behind the camera with you, son.
Oh.
Remember the game, we sound like a stop. Yeah, I'm in the book with 2K. The bitch in the book, and she give us a hand, just like a motherfucking toupee. You can have mouth, you can have jaw, just like some motherfucking toothpaste. This shit is nice, this shit is wrong. I'm gonna step me a new way. That's on my head like a boomerang. Feel like I wasted my time with you. Should've been cut you off, it was overdue.
I'm fucking mad. They locked this bitch up.
Open it, bro. Open it.
The glass look thin.
Bro, I'm recording you, bitch.
Nobody
Bitch,
gets
I'm
this.
recording you. Watch
Nobody.
out.
The cameraman never gets love, bro.
Y'all niggas recording. I was
Bro,
talking
I get mad.
Give the cameraman some love, bro. That's my
type
boy
of love?
J-Tim. A little kiss on the mouth, maybe. We gotta use it.
What's that, E-Woods, baby?
What's good, baby?
How you feeling, dog? How you feeling, dog?
Let's
I'm
do
great,
it.
bro. I'm great, bro. We out here making our day. You know what I'm saying?
You know we rocking. What you say about me, bitch? Real cool.
We can go by the Harris. What's up? What's up?
This shit open.
Fucking phone is nice.
Wow, I could have been recording behind the scenes footage this whole time. But you already know what niggas doing now, recording behind the scenes footage. Yeah. But we love the office around here. I just love his the yes.
I don't agree with that.
Jake love his MacBook. Kirk don't love the office. Say that again, bro?
Fuck the office.
Bet.
Bro, why do people like that? Him and Kim divorced?
No, I mean, it don't really matter.
No, I'll be happy actually. I don't think that's a healthy.
We're gonna take a small intermission.
They gonna kick us out this bitch. That nigga's tripping. It's his birthday, but he tweaking.
Why?
It's 9:30. It's not his birthday yet.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he put out a picture saying,
Son.
basically explaining what is wrong with him.
Kenny not coming on a podcast ever again.
He said his name is, well, the reason behind it was, right, I guess what it's called is righteous indignation. And it's like, it says,
Every microphone picked that up.
That's what I'm talking about.
We just got to cut that section. just find it and cut it. We got to cut the
No,
video.
that's what I'm gonna have to do. It's just
Yeah.
more work for me. It's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, we just came
but
back.
he posted a picture of righteous irritation. And like basically what it is typically a reactive emotion of anger over mistreatment, insult, or malice of another. It is acting to what is called a sense of injustice.
Kidding.
So basically what he's saying is he's tweeting like this because he felt like he was mistreated.
Righteous, typically reactive emotion.
He's probably been mistreated by the people that he loves.
Yeah.
And that's why he's going on his rant.
And he just posted
And that's why he's seeking them.
So he just basically explained what's wrong with him. He felt like he was done wrong.
Because they probably exiled him for what he said.
My question,
hey, bro,
though.
whose shit is that?
Kenny?
Just turn all your shit off, bro.
Just
Look, got all kind of devices and
Go to bed.
bombs. Hey,
But,
lock that door real quick.
He said, he can't just be
We gonna start banging on the door. What were we talking about?
Kanye, he probably feel like he was exiled by the people he loved, and that's why he was like, Chris, Kim, call me, because they probably seen all the shit on Twitter where people been posting his little snippets of his rant, and they just be like, bro, we need to take a little step back from you because you're going down that road again that we thought that we got you past. Because they were the ones who sent him to the hospital that first time when he had that rant on stage during his concert. So he's probably like trying to reach out to them because they probably like, I'm going to just fall back this time because I'm not about to go down that same path we already been through. We got you your help, and now you still want to do this? Well, we hands off now. I'm going to let you do you.
Yeah.
We got you your help. Do you
So
think
that's
that
probably
happened?
why she's trying to lock him in the
I can
room with the
believe
doctor.
them, bro. Look at how they act. Look at their mannerisms. Look at how they present themselves on Kim Kardashian, that keeping up with Kardashian shit. They are so.
Yeah.
They don't have no compassion. I don't feel like they have compassion to a limit. I feel like,
Bro, their whole life.
once they get
Oh,
to
I
a
saw you
certain
would
point,
say
They're like out of
Majority of
touch
their
with so
life,
much,
yeah,
bro.
their
Like,
majority of their life has been on television,
exactly,
and you have to act a certain way for television.
exactly.
They
Like
don't.
all of that is like they call it reality
You don't.
TV, but the shit is scripted. At the end of the day, it's scripted. Like,
It could be because they're.
But you don't have to act like a certain way for television.
yeah,
I'm
If you
saying
wanna
a lot
talk,
of
come
the
by,
things that-
Mike.
I'm saying it could be because they're women. A lot of stuff that he was talking about, you think they have conflicting views because, like, Kim Kardashian, she could be pro-choice versus pro-life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think political views are in the way of political and business views.
Yeah.
Like like you were saying, you got to be a certain way. But I think the discussion we just had proves that you don't got to be a certain way. You don't have to keep up a certain image
yeah, but that's
for
not.
the revenue to continue.
You can't say that for them though, because they've lived on this same structure there for at least a good 65-70% of their lives, where they've been on TV, they've been in the face of something, they've always had their names on something.
Well, Kirk, that's most people.
Yeah.
Most people are under the impression that you have to continue to be the way that you are to get the things you've gotten and the things that you want in the future. And the point that I think we're making, and the point that Kanye makes every fucking day, is that you can be exactly who you are as long as you stick to what you do. None of that other shit matters. Nobody has to agree with you. Nobody has to be on the same page as you. Nobody has to really understand you. But I think that speaks volumes to just the indoctrination that we deal with every day in America, thinking that a status quo holds any weight when it comes to your character and your success in the future. You don't have to follow any certain thing. Like, it literally does not affect you at all if you go against the grain.
Yeah.
I mean, unless
Especially nowadays.
unless
But
all
see, like,
your
that's-
ties.
But that's also like
Especially
another thing though.
Nowadays.
Like it's hard when you brought up in that lifestyle. Like with Bronny, Bronny has been taught to be a professional since he started playing basketball because his dad has been the face of basketball for this period of time. So it's like him coming up and now he's in high school and now the publicity is on him. It's like he can't act like the normal 15, 14-year-old. Like he has to carry himself in a different way. And that's what I'm saying. Like that's why Kanye and the Kardashians don't click in that way because Kanye's been doing it his way for as long as he's done music and as long as he's been living. Most of the Kardashians have been living their life on camera, so they've been living their life a totally different way. And the outside world they don't understand anything. So they don't understand misbehavior, like how he acts, because they've always been in front of cameras and taught to behave a certain way. So that's what they believe. And especially with them being women are so strong in their beliefs. So they're going to stand on that together regardless of what goes on, even if they're wrong in a sense. So like it doesn't really matter. For him, it's like you're like just either you're going to do what they want or you're going to just continue to be you and just live your life. If you want to take it to court, you got to fight custody for your kids. If you feel
Sounds like
that
mental slavery.
Yeah, I feel like they're trying to make him, fucking suppress himself, suppress his thoughts to, I guess, commit to the life that they've been taught throughout their whole entire lifespan. And he is not allowed to actually pursue all the dreams that he wants. Because he been said he wanted to be president.
Yeah.
Like when him and Kim first started talking, he been said he was trying to run for president. But I think whenever all that shit happened, when he got drugged up and all that other shit, the rants and stuff, they were like, all right, you need to just chill out. Yeah. And then he probably chilled out for that time to make them happy. But then deep down inside, he had that burning desire to go pursue something else. And that's what made him inspired to do that God album, because he probably felt like he lost his purpose.
Yeah. Like
and that's why he was seeking God.
Mm-hmm. And then you can see he feels like he found it, and now he's more confident in the things that he's saying. But his family is looking at him and demonizing it and saying like, "Oh wait, you're slipping back, like you need help or something like
and
that."
that's why he's saying, "I bet." That's why every time he was on stage, he was like, "I'm risking my life being up here. I'm risking my life." He's not saying he's actually risking his life. He's risking his life with his family because his family don't approve of it. He's risking everything he has.
I think also like most of the time, bro, like celebrity relationship, in my opinion, is not always a good thing to have. Like, especially when it's like celebrities from two different like type of avenues. Like, if you think about it, like, all right, is Kanye's a rapper? Kim was just a TV personality, basically. Like, that doesn't mix in a way because Kim Kardashian's life is like literally fake. Like nothing. Like there's nothing about her life that is real. Like, her life is fake. Like you know what I'm saying? And like Kanye's actually lived his life where he had to go through shit, understand shit, figure things out, face adversity. The only adversity that Kim faces is her sucking a dick on TV, like on camera. Like okay,
adversity.
Yeah, like so it's like you know what I'm saying? Like she don't really understand real emotion, real issues, real problems. Probably like.
Like this man Kanye had to go through the death of his mother. This man had to go through Chicago,
like you know what I'm saying, like
building his own music.
He had to actually go through the
He actually grinded, like he actually created everything he has. He created.
And like perfect example of why, like how this shit does work is like Jay-Z and Beyonce. Like they have their issues, but like they both understand and they both come from like the same type of background. It clicks. Sierra and Russell, like they both come from like a similar background, like they lived their life that way. So like now that they're together, like it fits, it makes sense. They don't have issues, and so like that'd be like the main issues you see like with celebrity relationships. Like they force a relationship. Like Travis and Kylie, that didn't make sense. That doesn't go together. Like they weren't. It was
really
obvious.
Any of them genders and a regular ass person is not going to mix.
It doesn't like happen. Like they have to.
Your value is not the same.
They have to date like models and like people who like are just like what you want to like what they want like an image like they have fake images like that's what it has to be like the people that model or like people that you see on TV doing reality TV like those are their type of people like that's their circle. They need to stay in that circle.
Thanks, yeah.
Because they don't have that. They don't have the brain and the adaptiveness to branch out and be with these people like on a day-to-day basis.
They come from different lifestyles. I wouldn't ever say, and I mean, you know, even if you're born like rich like that, like I don't know, but I'm pretty sure she faces her own versions of adversity and things like that. It's not the same as what Kanye has been through and where he came from. It's not the same, but your point still stands because it's not the same. I just want to say that, but also we have to tweak.
I don't think nobody was trying to compare.
You can't
compare struggles.
I don't think that she like. I'm not saying like that. She just doesn't have any like issues in her life, but I'm saying like, her issues.
She just doesn't understand
probably
him.
aren't like you know what I'm saying like as like really like sacrificial as you know or like you know
because honestly, I mean, Kanye grew up in Chicago, bro. When you grow up the way that he grew up, and I don't know what traumatizing shit happened in his life as a young child, but those demons follow you until the rest of your fucking life. And you know, just somebody who was born in the hills they've never seen that demon. They've never seen. They don't know what that demon is. They don't know where like what you're talking about. They don't, and a lot of times, you know, especially with Kanye, he don't even know what the fuck he's talking about. You know, it's more of an idea, it's more of a disease than it is like something you could look at conclusively and be like, that's my problem
Kanye,
that needs to go
Kanye
away.
don't understand the shit that Kim had to go through because Kanye wasn't raised rich and having to be in the limelight his entire life. You feel me?
If Kanye came up as a porn star, nobody would even give him backlash. You know, there wouldn't have been any problem that he had a sex tape. They would have been
Kim
like,
probably got so much insecurity built up just with her life. Just she probably feels worthless because everybody that's seen her body. She probably got demons inside too.
Some of that, And then also, I think a lot of people that are born rich, they grow up with just guilt. They're just guilty about how
because they do a lot of shit under the limelight that's not right, and they
or
know
just
it.
or just
And
they know that a
pass
lot
by
of people are
because
not
who they
born with the same privileges.
Yeah, exactly.
Just
Like you go to
fucking-
school, you look at your friends, and like they don't got a lunch and shit. Like, and you fucking got a feast.
And I can't live like how they.
And then you
like,
gotta-
if it was just like get famous, I couldn't live like how they live. Like on that Travis Scott documentary when he showed him and Kylie was sitting there eating like by themselves. Like that's not. I don't want to live like that. I want to eat by myself and eat at home. Like I'm not gonna go to a restaurant just to sit in there by myself and
Just
not
to
even
say
talk.
that we went to a
Yeah,
restaurant.
like we're not even talking, and like it doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah,
Like
it's just like, oh, we're
it's
rich.
like everything's forced. It's like everything's forced. Yeah,
It's a standard.
Like,
I want to
everything's
take a
forced.
picture of us
Yeah.
eating.
I hate it. I couldn't live like that. I don't think
Live,
that's.
we got more live tweets.
Oh Lord.
I love my wife. My family must live next to me. It's not up to E or NBC anymore. Next tweet. NBC locked up Bill Cosby.
Whoa.
Kim was, and then the next tweet
You
is
gotta
about his
chill with
family.
that
And
shit.
I heard about that shit. Though.
you know his Bill Cosby was innocent. He's
gotta
been
chill with
saying
that
that
shit.
for a long time.
He gotta chill, bro. I ain't gonna kill.
Bro, Bill Cosby was on the fucking.
Bro, I ain't
he
gonna
was
say
on.
he ain't speaking facts, but he need to chill, bro. If he gonna be speaking that kind of
But-
truth
okay, but
right now,
even if NBC for a reason outside of giving a fuck about the girls that he victimized, he was on. You know, even if NBC was the snitch, that doesn't mean that the crime wasn't committed. You know what I mean? So Bill Cosby, I mean, he was on like what was it? What's his name? The Late Show. What's his name? Fucking the old guy. Not Jimmy Kimmel. Not
Letterman.
Letterman. He was on Letterman a long, long time ago when things were different and people just didn't give a fuck about what celebrities were doing with their lives. He said, do we remember the interview when Bill Cosby said, all you gotta do is put a little bit of that stuff in their drink and then they're yours for the night. He literally said that to an audience, a live audience, and they all laughed. And this was like early 2000s maybe. I'm telling you, and he called it some weird shit. Like he called it he made some kind of like funny instead of calling it fucking roofies, he called it like some potion or
Pudding
something.
pop.
Yeah, some pudding potion or some shit. He was like, just put a little bit of that in there and then they're yours for the night. And he said that shit. I mean, is that not predatory? Is that not rape? I mean, I don't know. But maybe NBC was like, hey, you know, we're going to be the ones to make sure that this case follows through. All of that could be true.
Yeah.
I don't know, but he throws that shit in there in between every rant.
Yeah.
Every rant about his family, he throw Bill Cosby in there like that's his uncle or something. He said Kim was trying to fly to Wyoming with a doctor to lock me up, like on the movie Get Out, because I cried about saving my daughter's life yesterday. Bro,
because he probably
That's what I'm saying. Like,
because
I
he
don't-
probably is always like, bro, get over it. Like, we didn't do it. I talked to you. We didn't go through with it. But he's like, but I thought about it. Like, why did I even think about doing that to my daughter? Like, I would never seen her. Like, he's just, you know, a
Right,
deep,
bro. It's
emotional person.
all over the place. It's such an emotionally driven thing.
Like people that are uncomfortable
Right.
seeing that.
if you were his wife, would you wanna? And his words are lock me up. I think probably what she might have been doing was getting a doctor together and putting him in a place that would, to most people, think it would be the right thing to do. It would put him in a, I don't know, like maybe in a house or with a therapist or something like that. If I were to try to throw good intention on Kim, that's what I would say. She's probably just trying to hook him up with a doctor
like
and trying to see, because
the audience that
would
understands
you
what
be
Kanye
able
is
to
saying,
fix that?
like,
Would you be able to just like
But
go
what are we
home with him
trying
that
to
night?
fix?
his pain?
like that's
He
what
was
I'm
in
saying.
pain.
Like he's speaking to people that don't get it. So I'm like, he's like nobody in politics is gonna be aware of the things that he's like the metaphors that he's using and like the actual stuff that he's saying. Like he's expressing his pain in the way that he feels. Like he's being extremely vulnerable in front of these people that are never vulnerable. That are completely uncomfortable, offset by that, and like they take the words that he's saying literally.
Yeah.
And so, like, it just makes it seem fucked up. And so Kim trying to help him, like like I was just saying, like what help? Like that's
What are you
something
trying to
that
fix?
he's trying to normalize.
Yeah.
Like he's like a martyr in that sense. Like he's starting like
needs any help.
I don't
Yeah,
think
No.
he needs
he's
any
just
help.
saying that
I
he's.
don't.
I think we need help. I think as a people, we need help.
Yeah, as a fucking nation, like a culture, like
Yeah.
he's trying to start that shift
Yeah,
over into that. So, but
yeah, I'm down with that.
yeah.
I see where the typical idea in watching him stand in front of an audience and do that, right? Like go get that frantic in front of an audience. Somebody like Kim, who is taught not to do that in front of an audience, would look at that behavior and be like, "Oh, he's off his rocker. He needs help. He's fucked up." And maybe you're right. Maybe his whole prerogative is to normalize raw emotion in front of a crowd, in front of people, and,
Bro,
and
this
just
is not
let it.
nothing new. He's been doing that since the Taylor Swift shit. My fault.
Like yeah,
Since
even
the Taylor Swift shit.
because before he didn't even like now he just has more understand of what he's doing. But
Right.
even back then he was doing it. Like
Yeah.
he's always been like
He's always
forward with
been
his
a
emotions,
realist.
real, like how he's trying to,
He's not
like-
going to sugarcoat it. Yeah.
and, and that's what connects people. We need that honesty, that realness, that shit. Looks like
Yeah, I mean, just you get the thought of whenever you wanted to abort your daughter, and you love your daughter, and you're fucking all about her now.
Mhm.
If that thought crossed my mind, I'd probably cry like that too.
Bro, because think about it. If any one of our parents had they all had the choice. If they all went through with aborting one of us, none of this would be happening right now.
I'm not gonna lie.
None
When I
of
watched
it.
the video last night, I teared up a little bit.
None of it.
I was like, "That's some."
It's some real shit.
it's real shit. Yeah, you don't get to see real shit.
If one of us is missing from this equation right here, none of this is happening.
And that was kind of, that's what he said last night. He was like, my dad almost wanted to abort me, and we wouldn't have got the greatest artist ever. Some shit
Right.
like that. That's what he
And
said.
we would never seen this, and we never been talking about this. We would never.
Yeah, so I guess I'm on that side, bro. Like,
That's
yes, like do that, like be that. I think really we need to shift the responsibility a little more onto the audience. The audience is a piece of shit. Like, let's say for every movie, for every performance, for everything that an artist creates and puts on a stage for people to watch, let's be honest. At least in today's world, the audience for everything are pieces of shit. Everyone's a piece of shit when they're critiquing. Everybody is. They don't think twice about what they're saying about people. They don't think twice about what they're saying about somebody's emotions, somebody's life, somebody's art that they put out there. Somebody will fucking croon over an album and cry on the album and put out every emotion, and then somebody would just look at it and be like, "Oh, it's fucking trash. The mixing was off. It's fucking bullshit. Nobody wants to hear this shit. The
That's
mixing."
what I'm saying, bro.
And
These days and age, bro, everybody feels like they have a right. I mean, everybody does have a right to their own opinion, but everybody feels like their opinion is a fact.
Yeah,
And that's the only issue.
Yeah, they can't look past
It's
their
okay to
opinions.
have an opinion, but you should be open to other people's opinion or the person that you're judging. How about seeing things from their point of view to see why they might have created it that way and not looking at it as like, I don't like it, so that's bad. This is trash.
negative critiques get the most attention.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's why people
And
don't keep feeding
That's
it.
we as a culture, we seek that negativity.
We love
It's
negativity
embedded
because
in
it feels
us.
good for that momentary.
Because we like to compare ourselves.
Right.
It's like, oh, I'm not as
Yeah.
fucking worse.
It's like the
Oh, look
same
at this
thing.
crazy ass nigga.
It's like the same thing. It's like the playground. Like you fall and scrape your knee and you're crying on the ground, and every kid is like, ah ha ha, he scraped his knee, blah blah blah, like all of that shit. But you really in pain. Like that shit scraped the hardest shit. You need some,
Exactly.
you know what I
It's
mean?
real.
And just because you sitting on the ground crying, everybody take it as their opportunity to
Let's
to
alienate this
critique,
dude. You're the one.
to critique. Like, look at his face. Look how much he's crying. What a bitch. Blah blah blah. Like that's the culture. That's
Everybody wants to kick you
Yeah,
out.
they're
Everybody
like
wants to kick you out.
trying to consume it as some sort of entertainment.
Instead of raising themselves up, is either the
or instead of respect,
Kick us when you're down.
or instead of respect for the bravery. You know, the bravery to talk about shit like that in front of the world.
Yeah, you have to agree with nothing he's saying, but like, wow, like just look at this emotion, the emotion, the feelings and stuff that you feel while you're watching.
Or
this
just
shit,
that he was,
all that shit is real. Like,
Misery love company.
or just that he was brave enough to get on stage and speak on that subject that nobody speaks on.
The fact that he proved the point that anybody can have their own rally and run for president. That's enough on its own.
Yeah.
If your opinion matters that much and you so fucking conscious and you this fucking political and you got this many views, then why the fuck people ain't coming to North Carolina to come watch you speak? If your opinion matter that fucking much.
I think if like a Jimmy Fallon came out and was like, hey, yeah, I wanted to abort my daughter, I think people would cancel his ass. I think he would get a lot of pushback and shit like that. But there's something different about
when you got that big of a TV network behind you. I don't think that really kind of.
Well, I
mean, shit. Look at Nick Cannon.
I mean, people would though. Like that's what people are gonna do.
They would still talk.
If you say anything controversial, you're gonna get canceled. You said what?
They're
Kenny?
looking for stuff to.
What'd you say, Kenny?
You think it was blackball?
I think his remarks. I'm not gonna say they were not factual, but the remarks that he made were insensitive to people who are sensitive. People who are not open-minded. He was speaking on his own platform, his own podcast.
Oh, man.
But everybody has access to it.
Right.
So you got to be aware of who can hear that, who can get that information, who can take it the wrong way. You feel me?
But the point that we're making right now.
But was it wrong? He wasn't wrong, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, he
it was
wrong.
the way he felt.
It was on
his own podcast. He ain't saying it on TV. He ain't saying it on VH1.
Yeah, it wasn't on VH1.
Because if you think about it,
it was on his.
Half the people who heard it would never heard it unless he wouldn't have got fired. If he wouldn't have got fired, half the people who hearing it now wouldn't even hear it.
I didn't even know what happened. I didn't even know why he got canceled.
Take that one.
And why they got rid of him. I didn't even know that.
Because, like I say, one on NBC, VH1, whoever he was with, Malcolm, it don't matter. He didn't say it on their shit. He said it on his shit.
I think the people who heard it just got so offended that they wanted to prove a point. And they knew that he didn't have any stake in his Wild Out show. He didn't have any ownership of it.
But didn't it say that company is owned by mostly like Jewish people?
Yep.
So that's why.
TV is owned by Jewish people.
Radio too.
Media, Jewish.
There you go.
Hollywood, Jewish.
The Jewish people are smart, boy.
They own shit. That's why they didn't let him own his own show. He provides the script. They pay him per episode. But who has 100% equity?
But don't you think we need to start like getting to that, like this own your own?
Nah, we should have been getting to that 100 years ago.
Yeah.
As soon as we got free.
Instantaneous. That's why they were saying. That's why they were saying, if y'all want us to leave, give us pay us back our debts that we are owed. We can go on about our.
They'll never do that.
You know?
They have to have.
If we all dipped out and went to Africa and built our own.
Who would be the lower class? Who would be the lower class?
We would dominate
the whole system.
Yeah, we would dominate.
It just topples.
It's like just in technology. Like I feel like it's just a lot of shit that would.
Who would they underpay if all the black people left America? Who would they underpay, and who would be okay with it?
Yeah.
Who
would they market?
Who would make music?
Their leagues.
Who would play basketball? Who would play football for them?
I mean, it would be like the early 1900s and 1800s, but it wouldn't be as entertaining. They wouldn't get as much.
Who would work at McDonald's for $7 if all the black people left?
Mexicans.
But I feel like
And then they wouldn't. They'll build their houses.
I feel like they would need to though.
Yeah, if everybody was going somewhere.
Whoever the lower class is, they have to be forced to stay here.
Yeah, I feel like if there was a rule,
that's the only way.
If there was something like America that was just strictly ran by black people, it would be like everything would be equal as fuck. Like that's one thing about black people.
The only
reason fair people. Like
that's fact.
That's one thing.
And that's the problem with black people is that we're fair people. And everybody else in the world who's living the same life as us is not fair. Because if you think about it, bro, if Mexicans knew that they would come here and be a lower class citizens than black people, they would not come. But if they come here and they realize that their complexion is lighter than ours and they will get treated differently than us, they will come. And that's why they continue to come, because they know that they're not going to be the lowest caliber citizen in their community.
I never thought about that. Yeah.
I'm sorry it got to this, but it did.
What is it?
He was about to ask a question now.
Oh, I was on the topic. I was on the topic of like audience fucking ownership. Like that was earlier.
We didn't mean to get to this topic.
No, I was mainly putting the onus on like, dude. Honestly, fuck with anybody like what any celebrity says. Like, people really need to stop putting celebrities as a voice for themselves. You're your own voice.
Yeah.
It don't cost nothing to get your voice out there.
Yeah.
So basically, what I'm saying is, like, if you want to watch like that Nick Cannon podcast and be offended, then don't watch it, or just tell yourself in your own head, "Oh, this motherfucker's tripping."
So tell me this. Everybody tell me this. Is cyberbullying real?
No,
because you got a choice not to go on the internet.
Close your eyes.
Yeah,
is cyberbullying real? Is it a real thing?
It's a real thing, but you got a choice not to go on the goddamn internet.
I feel like if you
look.
But
That ain't nobody
it ain't that simple, though. Everybody's
I think to a certain extent, though, like if you're constantly being harassed in a way that's,
if you can't get on your own phone, you know, like we're not gonna, because somebody decided to bully you doesn't mean that you got to use a flip phone now and you don't have access to the internet because you don't want to get your feelings hurt. What I think is my answer. That's my answer. Not close the laptop. Yeah. That's all funny and everything, but look at what somebody wrote. Look at what somebody wrote on the internet, and then tell yourself, this motherfucker just wrote this. He didn't even have to look at me in the face and tell me this. You just typed it. Yeah. You just typed it. This person could have typed it. Could have took 2 hours to type 2 sentences because they was scared to say it or something like that. But you wouldn't have known that otherwise. And if they would have said it in person and stuttered and fucking was scared to say it for 2 hours, then you would have been like, this motherfucker doesn't mean what they say.
Yeah, they fucking scared as hell. They scared. They're more scared than me. Shit.
And then also, a celebrity a celebrity is not smarter than you. A celebrity is not smarter than a regular person working at a dead end job, whatever. It's not. It's just not true. Mm-hmm. They just have a different path in life. Some celebrities are smarter than some people, but it's not indicative of anything. So basically, if somebody's on a platform, no matter how big the fucking platform is, says something crazy that you think is crazy, then you should have the self assurance. You should know in your heart that you should have the confidence to tell yourself, this person is wrong. I don't believe that. I'm gonna move on with my day, not believing that shit. Because that shit, I think that shit was dumb, so I'm gonna move on, and that's it.
I think it's really not that big a deal. Yeah, like the people end up believing it. They end up deep down inside.
So they have to tell other people not to believe it, so that the crowd that they convinced otherwise can convince them otherwise. Mm-hmm. You tell 90 people that is blue. then they're like, okay, it's blue, and then you have to look at them to think it's blue instead of you just being like, nah, it's blue. I don't give a fuck what none of y'all say.
Yeah.
It's that simple. You don't have to convince other people so that those other people can convince you.
Mm-hmm.
It's the biggest like scam, bro. It's like social media has got everybody thinking that if social media isn't saying something, then it shouldn't even be in their own head.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just ridiculous, dude. Just have your own opinion, bro.
Yeah.
Have your own opinion, and you don't even have to tell nobody your opinion. You don't owe nobody your opinion.
Yeah, like if you're someone that gets like pissed off at shit that you see on social media, like I would encourage you to just like read the shit, pay attention to how it makes you feel, and then ask yourself like,
do I want to do that again?
Is this true? Yeah, like do I want to feel like this? Like this is just some shit that I read. Like this isn't real. Like you really have to put it into that perspective and try to.
You could have copied and pasted it from something.
Exactly.
You don't know what it is. You don't know what it is. You really don't know shit about what somebody's saying unless they're in front of you talking to you and you can read their body language and everything like that. Like I promise you, bro, that speaks more than anything else you could say.
Right, because if you zoom out in the reality, you're in the room wherever you are, like by yourself or like in a room reading this, not out loud, in your head, and you're feeling this kind of way. Like you didn't say anything to anyone out loud. Like this is just you and these words, like in your brain. Like it's all made by you. So when you read this thing, you can recontextualize it and realize that this is not me.
Like this is what happens. You don't when you see people on the internet saying shit, you don't know this person at all.
Mm-hmm.
They could be anything. Now, if Elgin get on Twitter tomorrow and say, personally, I don't believe women deserve rights. I don't think they should be able to vote or leave the house or anything like that. Or like, if he said that, and somebody confronted me, yo, is this your friend? The first thing I would tell that person is he obviously joking or he's on drugs because I know him.
I'm about to do it right now.
I know his family. I know his mother. I know how he treats I know how he treats women in real life. I know he don't believe none of that shit because I've seen his actions. Mm-hmm. And I know that if he tried to say that to me in real life right now, then he would like smirk or something. Like it wouldn't be that easy to convince me because I know him in real life.
Yeah.
So what are we critiquing? Like we don't know none of these people.
Did he just tweet that?
He just tweeted it.
I'm gonna tweet it back.
Oh nah.
But guess what? Like
everybody gonna hit my phone.
Y'all niggas
we know he's
The fact that y'all cringing by saying that y'all retweet it shows how much social media has control over you.
over.
I'm about to screenshot it so we can put it in the video in the corner.
I'm not gonna
Bro, screenshot it though.
You ain't gonna
no.
Screenshot. I'll put that on the video so that they know that we actually.
Because that's just not.
I mean, he has the choice to.
Well, yeah.
He has the choice to tweet that.
You see how he just shut that shit down? He ain't all in the bathroom. You see how he just shut it down?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm fucking saying right now.
You're funny like this.
I'm not gonna retweet.
I'm not either.
You see how I was like, wow. He like, shit, that shit ain't necessary.
If you
see how
decide-
he shut that shit down? He ain't all hanging and shooting himself in the head. He just shut it down. It ain't necessary. Okay.
Yeah, if you decide to check my likes and
Because you
find that in there, then
Yeah, you judge me based off of that. It's like,
who's looking for something to judge?
yeah, exactly. You already hated me.
So,
Nigga. Like,
you know how when your mama say, I'm gonna get you something to cry about?
I want to prove a point to
You
you
wanna
right
get
now
mad?
that you would dig into my shit and try to judge me off of something I said instead of me right here in front of you telling you how I
Hey,
feel.
look, I counted and asked why you on retreat. Look at shit. That shit unnecessary.
And honestly, if anybody asks you about it, you sit in this part of the podcast. Like, they're just
Exactly.
proving
So
themselves.
we
Like,
exactly
bro,
the
like,
point on cyberbullying. It ain't gonna work. Unless you
Anybody
stand up for yourself.
anybody who wants to confront me about what I said on Twitter, this is proof right now that I sent that because me and Jacob were making a point that when you say something, people always
They do that.
judge. Hey,
Hey.
judge. There we go.
So stop judging. Because if you don't stop judging, I'm gonna come at your house. I'm gonna knock on your door. I'm like, hey, bro, why you judging? Why you judging, bro? You judging too much. You need to chill out with all that. Because we don't really need that vibe around here. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. And then I'm gonna leave your house. And if you don't stop judging, I'm gonna come back again. I'm like, hey, bro, why you judging, bro? You don't need to do all that, bro. We ain't really with all that judging. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because guess what? We don't need violence either.
Exactly.
All this crime, all that.
Martin Luther King.
I mean, come on. What y'all doing? Let's bring positivity, world. Love each other. Because guess what? You die by yourself. So why hate on somebody else?
And I'm gonna leave your house. I feel like that was threatening.
Hey, that's actually kind of hard.
Yeah.
You die by yourself.
You die by yourself.
So why hate on anybody
I ain't never
else?
seen two people in the same casket.
But
That's a good.
But
I'm gonna put that on a shirt.
that don't mean that. Hey,
You
but
die
that
by
don't mean
yourself, so why hate anybody else?
that don't mean that don't have people in the same casket together though.
Have you ever seen two people in the same casket?
I don't. But there probably is two people in a casket somewhere. I've never seen it, but I'm not digging through people's caskets.
You got the right to say that.
You should.
Hey, but also.
Now, I can't get mad at you and go in the bathroom. Oh, you cyberbullying. People take.
That would be funny if you still.
No,
Wait in the bathroom.
that's just how shit gets started, though. Oh, he's being a bully now.
Yeah.
You never seen two people in the casket, and I said it. It's my, that's how shit
No,
gets
I
started,
feel you.
like that.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen it. I ain't never seen it either.
Me neither.
I like,
But I ain't gonna say anything happened.
I like when you can put examples to a statement.
Yeah, like shit.
Like we just had 3 different examples to one statement
Mm-hmm.
That's tough.
that all reach every point of view
That's
of
how you
that statement.
That's how you pod.
That's how you
So for those of you who think that we not doing it right, you know what I'm saying?
Fuck your feelings.
That's your opinion.
Don't do it better.
That might get edited.
Hey, what you coming out with soon, bro?
Please.
Shit, we got an EP coming. Hopefully by the fall.
The fall.
Probably maybe before the fall.
Yeah, we gotta.
I'm gonna say September.
We gotta shoot
Let
the
me tell you what we got.
video.
We got videos coming.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, let them know.
I'm
What
gonna let
Tell 'em we
2K
got
speak
going
on
on.
what he got coming. I gotta take
All
a
right,
piss.
so look, boom.
Give them the floor.
Oh, that's straight. We Gucci Yanni. I think we Gucci Yanni.
Yes, sir.
All right, we waiting on you. Huh?
Congrats.
Give
But
me
look.
100, I flip.
2K, new single dropping, should be out. It already is out on Apple Music right now. Big Racks. It's gonna be out on Spotify tomorrow. Then it's gonna be out on everything else that you listen to. So go ahead and check that out. Also, I got 2 more for y'all coming on Friday. Wasted. Let's go. Getting dropped for you guys. And then that's not it, ladies and gentlemen. Got an EP dropping on my birthday, August 14th, called The Celebration.
August
wait on
14th.
that. Yes, on August 14th. Coming to y'all on all platforms. And also, a music video coming to y'all real soon, directed by my man, Jacob Timothy.
Yes, sir. And let's go ahead
Wait,
and.
is it Nine-Bird Tim?
Nah, bro.
I don't know. It's nothing.
I don't go by
It's
that.
nothing.
Yeah,
so far.
Nine-Bird Tim.
Yes,
No,
he do go
That's
by
what we're gonna
that.
call him now.
Don't let him
Nine-Bird
fool
Tim.
you.
No,
He goes by
you know,
Nine-Bird
you
Tim.
ain't gotta. Hey, Jared,
I don't have to, but
Nine-Bird Tim.
relax,
not
bro.
person.
Hey, bro. I hope Ghislaine Maxwell snitches on everybody, and she goes to jail. I hope. Rest in peace, Naya Rivera. Rest in peace, John Lewis, and I hope August Alsina, Jada Pinkett Smith, and Will Smith figure all of that shit out. I hope Megan Thee Stallion.
Oh yeah, dang.
I hope
That's a
I hope
nice
she has a
situation.
good recovery, and I hope Tory Lanez didn't shoot her. That
yeah,
would
I hope he
suck.
shot at the niggas that shot her.
I don't know what
That was a
happened,
weird
but I
situation.
doubt that Tory Lanez actually shot Megan Thee Stallion.
Hey, what's Jacob's name?
Nine-Bird Tim.
Thank you.
Bro, fuck that. Stop saying that.
Nine-Bird Tim in the building, ladies and
That's him
gentlemen.
over there.
Hey, I want y'all, when y'all listen to this, I want y'all to go on his social media and I want y'all to comment on anything y'all want to, or just message him if y'all need
Yeah,
to.
be like
And just say Nine-Bird Tim. Just hope. That's cyberbully him into believing that his name it's Nine-Bird Tim.
Let's see how secure his
Let's see how it really works. How about that?
Well, not if I just block everybody. That's not really gonna be a problem for me.
Hey, but see, that's your way of approaching the bullying. You ain't gotta
You see how you came back?
Right, you see that? He didn't have to embrace the non-bird chip, but guess what? We're going to call him non-bird chip anyway because we want to.
But bullies.
See, that's how you handle the bullies. Kill them with kindness.
I'm gonna turn my headphones off. Keep them on.
What else we got?
That's it.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Well,
Did y'all
Wait,
have
are we
fun?
gonna, hey, should we
Yes.
post today's joke since we got, 2 special guests and 3 special guests, actually, but 2 musician guests in the building.
It's mannerism.
I'm just like, bro, you gonna stop being so dynamic?
Free to end the podcast.
Yes, bro. We can end the podcast.
Wait.
Are we gonna
Now
free to
without
end
the
the
closing
podcast?
remarks.
No, yeah, I don't think he heard.
Okay, so we had our first real Nine-Bird meeting earlier this week, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the topic came up where we were discussing operating above where we currently are. You dig? So basically, we can't. If you in a hoopty, you can't operate on a hoopty frequency. You got to operate on a McLaren frequency so you can get the McLaren. As long as you stay on that low frequency mindset, you're going to continue to get those same results until you raise yourself up above your current situation.
Yep.
So basically,
yeah. What you listen?
if you're riding in the hoopty, you're gonna need to get a tire rotation regularly. I don't care if this thing is from 1977 and it's handed down by your great grandpa. You're gonna go to the car wash, wipe it,
You treat
clean
that
it.
hoopty like it's a McLaren.
Exactly.
You put your
Get
time
the tire
into that hoopty. That hoopty gonna become a McLaren.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna take care of you.
Because
Not just that, you
when-
can't present yourself physically as that.
as if you
I
don't care.
ride a trash ass shitty car, or I have a shitty situation. I'm not making enough money. I can't. Instead of being in that can't mindset, look at what you can get. Look at what the limited opportunity that you have in this world right now. What you can create. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
What you got to say?
So if I'm able to get the McLaren, can I still ride the hoop?
Yeah.
You can
You don't
always
have
ride
to.
it.
You don't
I
have
You
to.
can
encourage
always ride
You
it.
don't
I encourage
have
it.
to
The
have
McLaren
that.
keeps value.
You can
But
always
like,
ride
see,
it.
the thing about it is, like I said, I got an 05 Ford, but I drive that thing like it's a 2020. I don't
Exactly.
care
Take care of it.
because it gets me where I need to go. I love it.
Take care of it,
It was passed down to me. I didn't have to come out my pockets like that to be able to drive a vehicle. So I'm grateful. I don't care about having something all fancy. See, that's just things that people don't understand. People need to start appreciating the little things in life that will actually take you a long way.
And outside of materialistic things, this also applies into just life, and values and what you do. Like for example, like Kevin Hart or somebody like that. Like clearly, everything that he does has a purpose. He wakes up at whatever time he wakes up. I'm sure we know about like Kevin Hart's fucking lifestyle. He's busy all the time. Wakes up first thing in the morning. He gets shit done every single day. He's a model for hard work. I think we all see him as that. But especially nowadays, bro, a lot of people are unemployed. A lot of people don't got a lot of shit going on in their life. And I don't think that that's an excuse to act as if you don't have anything going on in your life. You should still be waking up at a good time. You should still be putting effort towards something. Fucking, if you have to pretend like you got responsibilities, then fucking tend to those fucking pretend responsibilities. Because once those responsibilities do present themselves in your life, once those opportunities do fall in your life, in your lap, you'll be ready.
Mm-hmm.
You'll just business as usual, and that thing will fit into your schedule the way that it's supposed to.
The opportunity can't come to you unless you are doing the things to where you're exposing yourself to have opportunities even open up in your life.
Yep.
So if you sitting in bed all day, how can you expect to get a job, or how can you expect to meet that person that's going to give you that business opportunity? How you supposed to get that loan if you ain't going to go out and actually meet people or put yourself in positions to where you can get in that environment? You feel me?
Yeah.
That's like the quote.
A shark in a fish tank can't grow outside a fish tank because that's the only thing that it knows is the fish tank. A shark in the ocean can grow as large as a shark can possibly genetically fucking grow.
Yeah.
It's all a victim to the environment.
Failing to prepare is just preparing to fail.
Exactly.
Facts.
Or not even knowing that you should, or not even knowing that you should prepare.
Yeah. See? Also,
Failing to
it's important to not be like so hard on yourself. Like, it's not all gonna work out on the way that you expect it to.
Exactly.
So like, you walk away from a situation, feeling like, damn, I'm a failure. Oh, I fucked up. The person that you want to be, whenever he walks away from a situation, he's saying, okay, how do I flip this? How can I come up? Like, you got to be in that mind state already. You can't be like bringing yourself down. It's important to stay on top of that.
There's no such thing as a failure.
Yeah, facts.
And like I said, like you know, say if you have no responsibilities, you have nothing going for you, and like, you know, you're sacrificing, you know, like say waking up early, going jogging, doing some shit, some productive shit, even if you have nothing going for you, like that's still super important because you gotta not get discouraged just because nothing tangible is coming your way. Just because you're not, you know, why would I wake up and run every single day if I'm not losing weight or if I'm not making money doing it or some shit like that? If I don't have a reward coming my way. But you forget about the part where you're building your own character, you know, to be able to do something like that every single day. Because trust me, ain't nobody perfect. The second that if you haven't, what are we laughing at?
These niggas laughing at me.
They laughing at me. Look how unfortunate this situation is, bro.
Y'all know what the fuck I'm
All right,
saying. I guess we
he
moving
said
on.
added too much pepper to his egg.
Oh, and he sucked it off, bruh.
He tried to suck the pepper off.
He got the whole.
Hey, bro, that's it. Cut it, bro.
He sucked the egg off. I seen it.
Like it was working perfectly fine.
He was getting it though. So he should have knew once the egg moved, son.
Oh my god.
If you put too much pepper on your egg, bro, don't get a vacuum and try to get it off, bro.
Because you're just going to suck the egg.
Or a little story, if you're trying to get pepper off an egg, then just make another egg. Don't suck it up with a vacuum because it's probably going to suck up the whole egg. And on that note, hey, bro, it was nice fucking meeting up with y'all.
Hey.
It was nice hanging with y'all. And I ain't talking to the Nine Bird crew. I'm talking to the audience.
I'm talking to everybody.
Hey, man, I want to say
Talking to the world.
that I'm glad that I was able to be here. Happy birthday, Kenny.
Birthday, my boy, Kenny.
Yeah. Hey, just, you know, I gotta go birthday freestyle with Kenny. All right, look, man, I'm about to go say birthday. Hey, happy birthday, Kenny, man. This for you, dog. You know what I'm saying? Happy birthday to my nigga Kenny. Kenny, always working for his penny. Don't give a damn. He be serving food like he work at Denny's. I've been doing things. We be counting money. We count plenty. Oh my God. Let me go ahead and fill up on her for the audience. Wait, let me take a break. Go ahead and cook me up a piece of steak for my birthday. Shout out to Kenny, man.
What you got for him, young?
For K, bro.
Kenny, it's your birthday. We not gonna make it the worst day. Probably the opposite. Probably the hottest bitch on his lap, bouncing it like it was a fucking basketball on the mountains.
What you got for him, Nine Bird Tim?
Yeah, Number Tim.
Niggas running that.
Yeah, what you got for him?
You see that?
Number 10.
Jacob, what do you have for him?
I don't have a freestyle.
Ah, well, you would.
Ooh, you don't got a freestyle,
Uh-oh.
but I got a free smile. Jeez, bitch. I'm about to give him. Jeez, bitch.
That's it. That's it.
Love y'all. Bye.
Peace.